Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Richard Prynne. In today's video, I wanted to ask you the question, what if success isn't what you think it is? Like, we're all striving for this idea of success. But what if it's not the thing you think it is? Like, for instance, what if your goal is to become a successful YouTuber? And your idea of successful YouTuber is someone who's getting millions of views. What if you get to that point and that's not what you want? Like, that wasn't the thing that made you feel successful. What if the thing that makes you feel successful is simply interaction with others, but lots of interaction with others that you would get from lots of views? So I'm going to tell you a little story about this. I'm a composer. I write music for a living, and for years my goal was to earn a living from music. That was my idea of success. If I could pay all my bills with music, success. I got to that point. So I worked for 7 years doing music part-time, where I would teach during the day. Not every day. I had 1 to 2 days off to do music. I would teach during the day, and then I would write music in the evenings, and I would write music on my days off. That was awesome. I loved it. It was, I loved the idea of striving towards a goal. Striving, maybe not the appropriate word. It's kind of like how I love hill walking. Getting to the top of the hill isn't the real goal. Enjoying the walk up the hill, that was the magic. So anyway, there's me doing this for 7 years until the point where I get to the point. It was really interesting. It was the universe giving me endless gifts, because what happened was I'd had enough of teaching, and I said to my wife, Debs, I'm going to hand my notice in. I don't want to do any more of this. I've had enough of teaching. I want to do something different. I don't care if it's music, whatever. I even spoke to my friend whose dad's got a company in the film industry. I said, look, train me up. I just want to get out of teaching. Because my friend had said to me, when are you going to just stop sitting on the fence about going full-time? When are you just going to stop teaching and go full-time as a composer? I'm not sitting on the fence. I was sitting on the fence. I was scared. And there was something magic that happened. I just let go of the idea of being a composer full-time, as in that becoming my only income, and all of a sudden I land 2 adverts and I get my first paid film scoring job. And those 3 things gave me the runway I needed to quit teaching and to be a success. I get to that point and I go, oh, it's not just like a magic bullet I've got to my idea of success of paying my bills, because I have to keep paying my bills. I have to keep doing this. So I went on to another hill to start climbing. So it then became about, well, okay, what's going to enable me to keep paying the bills? And that's where trailers came in. I started writing for trailers, I started landing trailers, and these trailers paid enough at that point for like a year, or at least 6 months of our living costs. Now I've got 3 kids, and it's a different story. But back then, one trailer would just sort me out. So I was like, right, trailers, placements, more placements, trailers, placements, all this. And that became my idea of success. And don't get me wrong, on many levels, I achieved success. I was paying my bills with music. I was landing placements regularly. I was landing big placements. I was winning awards. It was fantastic. But I got to that point where, okay, I'm here now. I'm continually paying my bills. This is great. But because that wasn't really what made me successful, or at least that wasn't really my idea of success, the true success, I started like looking around for other things to do, because it just felt like, okay, I didn't want to admit it at the time, but this isn't, I don't think, the only thing I want to do. So I started creating online businesses. I started creating courses to teach people how to write music. I started creating blogs, you name it. I mean, I'll probably have to do a video about all the businesses and things I have started and still continue to start. And I found excitement in those things, in this starting of new businesses. And I have to say, I felt really awful and guilty with myself. I didn't want to openly admit that success wasn't being a full-time trailer composer. Yes, there is an element of money involved, because everyone's got to pay their bills. Money is a tool. If you think of it like that, then okay, money will come when I do the things that excite me. Then what would my idea of a successful life look like? So I started writing. I even wrote a book which got on the Amazon bestseller list, which I'm very, very proud of. It was a book, the title was awful. It's called Live Your Ideal Life. And it's basically like me kind of sharing with people how I turned my passion for writing music into an income. But actually, the real magic of that was a workbook at the end where I was like, look, even back then, I was like, success isn't what you think success is. Success is your day-to-day. Success is enjoying your time and your life and being able to do the things that you enjoy. And what I didn't realise, I put so much emphasis on external things, money, placements, awards. I didn't realise that I was not focused on the internal and my day-to-day. All these other things I'd started doing were causing me a lot of stress, so I wasn't enjoying my day as much. So it's kind of like, there's that really age-old story of this, of, the wealthy banker who's unhappy, or, and the person who works for minimum wage being incredibly happy. And there's all those studies about what makes people happy, etc., etc. And I'm not talking, this isn't like I talk about happiness. This is about success isn't always what you think it is. And I think my idea of success was actually being able to create as and when I wanted, freely. To just create, just be an artist. And what happened along the way was, in my endeavours to turn that into paid profession, and because I'm the age I am, I'm in my 40s, school was very much like, you go to school, you go to university, with that degree you get a 9-to-5 job, and that's it. And then you die. So amid all of this, all these new routes of income were coming in, so it became very exciting, but I was still in the mindset of, kind of a career path. But for me, success was about being able to enjoy myself. And there was a point where I felt successful because I was earning enough money to pay everything, but I also had enough time and freedom to pursue things that interested me, whether that was another business or whether that was just other stuff. You know, and you hear this a lot with, you know, these adverts on YouTube and other online platforms where it's like, achieve more money, more time, and more freedom. And yeah, those are the three things that I think are important for this feeling of success. But then there's other levels of it, because it's not just about careers. Your success could become from feeling like you've had a win as a parent. I felt successful today because I was able to be a present father. Or I felt successful today because I could just go to the gym whenever I wanted and enjoy being at the gym rather than beating myself up for feeling guilty. And that was another huge thing, is you get to this level of success, I quote success, this level of income and I guess not notoriety, not fame, but like, you know, renown. Here we go, like Fable, an amazing video game. Renown. And if that starts to overtake your ability to enjoy your life, I think that's when success disappears. Is it really successful if you're earning a ton of money and just not happy? And yes, it does come down to happiness, but I think it also comes down to like finding your why. Like, what is it that makes you tick? And I know that's really difficult, and it's taken me a long time to realise actually my why is just making stuff. It's just creating. I love creating. I struggled with that a while because it was like, hold on, I like writing. I'm a composer, but I also like making videos. I also like drawing. What am I? Because there is this need externally to put yourself in a box where you go, yes, okay, you're a composer for trailers. Yes, that's what you do. And you're an artist. Yes, that's what you do. And you're a doctor, and that's what you do. And labels are useful. But I think they then muddy the waters. Because if you find your why and you go, my why is creating stuff. I'm a creator. And then you get into the whole, oh, content creator. Oh, so you do YouTube. Yeah, okay, yes, I do YouTube, but I'm a creator. You know, all the while I was writing music and pursuing my music career, I was producing online comics, I was producing blogs, I was producing videos. You know, and my degree, yes, I went to university. My degree, not that's good or a bad thing, just letting you know, my degree was in art and music. It was music and visual art. It was the combination and the exploration of both. Learning about composing, learning about art, learning about dance, learning about sculpture, learning about installations, learning about photography, film, sound design, music concrete. It was a wonderfully explorative course. Explorative? Explorational? You explored stuff. And I really loved that. Being able to explore music and visuals. And just create stuff kind of outside of a box. It not be, you know, because I used to be in a band and it'd be like, well, yeah, we're a rock band, mate. Rock. You know, and then there's me kind of like silently recording acoustic pop songs, you know, because that doesn't fit the box. And yeah, it's tricky as a online creator because YouTube, you know, you put a video of, I don't know, say you playing heavy metal, sweep picking riffs, YouTube's going to be like, right, I know where to put you. And then the next video you put you doing some watercolour, YouTube's like, what? And to be honest, that's why I've ended up creating a ton of YouTube channels, and none of them are successful in the terms of external metrics. But for me, it's successful because I'm finding out that my reason, my success is creating. So let's say you're pursuing being a YouTuber, or at least earning money via YouTube. I would recommend you take some time to journal about this. And I always think of it in terms of what would your day and week look like if you were to achieve your success. And I do this in my book as well. Like, what's your ideal day? What's your ideal week? And I look at my days now and I go, I've got it. I'm doing it. Just went for a walk with my wife. It's a lovely sunny day. Just like, let's go for a walk. I recorded a couple of these, did some just piano improvisations now. I'm going to do some other work in a second, and then I'm going to go to the gym. And my day is free. And yeah, I've worked hard to get here, but that was my idea of success. Free to create as and when. And I heard an interesting quote. This was, I got it from the Ali Abdaal newsletter, which is actually from a book. I think it's called Easy World or something like that. It's this idea of, I choose to live in easy world where everything is easy. So in your idea of success, bear that in mind. What would it look like? What would your success look like if success was easy? Would it be like the grind of creating a faceless YouTube channel or an empire of faceless YouTube channels? Would it be running a company of 20 employees? If that's what your idea of success is, and that would enable you to enjoy your life, brilliant. Go for it. I think it's really important to always be checking in on yourself. Does the work I'm doing at the moment energize me and excite me? What would what I'm doing look like if it was easy? Do I feel successful? And if not, why not? And if so, why? What is it that makes me feel successful? Is it having a big house? Or is it being able to enjoy a flat? Or is it being able to travel? There's so much possibility and opportunity out there. Your ability to sculpt and carve your success is kind of in your hands, and that's what's really, really exciting. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next one.